What's going on, guys? Saber here, and today we're back at it again with another Evil Dead the Game video. But this time we're actually going to be going over the, I would love to say patch notes, but they haven't released it yet. So we're going to go over the Blacksmith real quick. It's finally here. The patch is here. We don't know what they changed. We don't know what they added other than new characters and new skins. I mean, I'm going to hit refresh here because I just got the DLC. And hopefully that actually goes through. So I'm actually very surprised that the Blacksmith has ended up being a support rather than a leader, or a warrior for that matter. But this actually opens up the question that yes, there can be more than 4 characters for each categories. So yes, and they have the little arrow right here. Bam, there he is. Whoo, look at that. So they did change a little bit of his tree, and specifically for him for obvious reasons, which we'll go over. But we have the Avenging Anvil as his first level of skills. When activated, the Blacksmith fuses metal scraps to forge a random weapon. The more metal scraps you own, the higher your chance of fashioning a high quality weapon. So he can craft weapons using metal scraps that enemies drop. Now I don't know how do I say this? I don't know how effective this is going to be, or if this is going to ruin the RNG pool for items to drop rather than, or like metal scraps drops rather than like ammo that we need. Who knows? I don't know how this works. Maybe he has to be the one to finish the enemies to drop metal scraps. Maybe not. Maybe both metal scraps and ammo or whatever items drop from the enemies. Who knows? But it's going to be a lot of testing with this one. We got the Weapon Master Melee. So this guy is just Weapon Master all around. So he's just melee all around. Melee weapons have a faster attack speed and deal increased health, bounce bar, and dismemberment damage. In return, the Blacksmith is unable to use ranged weapons. So yes, a lot of people have been, not a lot of people, my friends has been very nitpicky about it, because he's like, oh wait, we can't use ranged weapon, but what happens if the enemies get possessed? Well, we don't know realistically like what are the changes, because obviously patch notes are not released. We don't know if they buffed or nerfed anything, or if they changed anything. Who knows? We got Tough as Nails. Increase the maximum health of the Blacksmith, which is 400. That's huge. Plus, I don't think you get... Oh, you do. Industrial Strength, which is 25% more. So just imagine that and this go hand in hand together. Like, just insane amount of health on this guy. Like, you will have a hard time trying to drop this guy. He's like another Henry. So just imagine having him, Henry, and... Or, let's say a new one. So him... not Henry, but maybe like Scotty or Mia. If they fixed the Mia bug, I'm hoping they did, or I'm hoping that it wasn't a nerf either to the last patch. But yeah, just imagine a combo all around, just him and fusing a lot of damage to the or giving a lot of damage to the warrior by making weapons for the warriors. Because a lot of people have been very skeptical, because it's like, okay, can you make just melee weapons, or can you make ranged weapons as well? Because if you can't make ranged weapons, then you know that'll be good. But if you can only make melee weapons, then I think this is just gonna be it's just gonna be good for a comp revolving around warriors, really, than hunters, which kind of would suck. But we'll have to see. And then we got Rough and Ready. When using an amulet, the Blacksmith and nearby survivors have their damage increased for a limited time. If you're lucky, the amulet might not break. That's huge. So you can keep using it. So the chance of amulet doesn't break is 50%. Cooldown is 30 seconds, so you can't just spam it. And the melee, this is where I hate. Melee damage 15%, but then it's like nearby have their damage increased for a limited time. So it doesn't specify until you get to the bottom part where it says now it's melee damage only. So they could have just said survivors have their melee damage increased for limited time. This is why I have some issues with their wording sometimes, because then it's like, you know, it's like, come on. But the duration for that effect, I believe, is 20 seconds. So you have 20 seconds for an increased damage of 50%, and plus if you actually combo this with Arthur and maybe like Leader Ash, like just have 2 warriors, this guy and Scotty, that'll be huge. Just because you'll have like a super Scotty, like my friend once did a super Scotty we did a match and we actually hit 300k with Scotty. It was hard, but we actually did hit it. So you know what, it's gonna be interesting. Now they did fix up his tree just to kind of make it more melee oriented than range, because obviously this guy can't use range. Like you have nothing of range here. There is absolutely nothing, which tells me a lot that they can modify a lot individually. Like they can modify the trees individually for each characters. I don't know why they just don't do it. Like it'd be great if for instance some of these hunters have different trees, which will make them more different. Which I'm wondering, did they? No, they didn't. Oh, this is my Kelly build now because I run this due to the fact that we don't have we don't run Leader Ash as much anymore. We run with Annie, so then I usually tank up most of the traps and I don't get as feared as quickly, but I do still get feared. I just still got to be careful. But nothing too different really. And we did get some skins. I believe I already have it. Yeah, you get this with the bundle, but I think you get this automatically if you get the bundle. Like there is no really is no different, like this is its own and this is its own kind of thing. Like you just get it all in one bundle. Kind of a little bit disappointed that the same characters get even more skins than others, but it is what it is. So we have Arthur here with Rifle King, which actually isn't that bad, but I think I prefer this one over this one. This one just has more colors. This one just feels meh. And then there's other people that said that he should have like an all armor one. Like that would be really cool to see. God, I'm trying to get to, for some reason. Okay, there we go. So yeah, here I knew that they added a new skin, Berserker cosplay and Red Pikeman. Yeah, no. He gets 2 more skins, and Warrior Ash gets 2 more skins, and Henry gets 2 more skins. It's kind of weird, especially since we need more for these 2. Who else? We need more for these guys here, especially David, who doesn't even have, and it's kind of weird with the direction or the choice that they made for this one. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. It's gonna be interesting to see. I'm waiting for the patch notes, but once the patch notes is released, I'm definitely gonna be, or actually once this video is uploaded, I'm pretty sure the patch notes is up, so I'm definitely gonna be going over it. Hopefully it's gonna be good changes. But yeah, this is Saber signing out.